Hi everyone, we are in our last week, our last module, and I wanted to say congratulations, you did it! Despite of everything that's been going on this semester, you all have been doing a phenomenal job. I've been really impressed with the discussions, with the writings, with the course build, so please be encouraged. So we're in our last week, so primarily focusing on this week are two topics. Is one, professional development, and two, your final course build. So you'll see as you go through the module to kind of be considerate of two things. I'd like for you to go and just explore what jobs are out there for an instructional designer, and to really think about, okay, what jobs you're interested in. I know we already did that at the beginning of the semester, but now that you have more that you've done, to kind of reevaluate job postings that you might be more gravitating to. So some things that you might have gravitated to at the beginning of the semester, now that you know more about aesthetics, about the HTML, about design tools, about even the pedagogical underpinnings of creating these assignments, gamification, if you're still kind of gravitating towards the same jobs. And especially now in our new climate, it'd be interesting to see if there's more jobs that have been posted, or if there's more specific other jobs that weren't that many before, but maybe are more now. Consider your professional environments too. So right now I'm wearing a Rev shirt. So I went to the Online Learning Consortium. Is for those of you who are interested in online education, should visit them as a good starting point of a professional environment to network and to get new learning tools and strategies. And they have workshops. And when you go to their conferences, Rev was one of the people that I've met that also provide you services, and that you might figure out. For example, that Rev is focused more on transcriptions, so transcribing service. So as you're kind of working in a shop, or you're doing design work for people, going to these kind of conferences and networking, you might be able to find things that you need. So for example, right now in our department, we use 3Play Media, but the reason why I gravitated toward Rev was because I'm not necessarily super impressed with what 3Play Media can produce for the price that we pay. So Rev seemed like they had some different options. I'm not a Rev promoter, but I just want you all to know that's kind of like thinking and how we can professionally develop and grow. And so that's one aspect of this last week. And the second is just your final builds. Many of you are pretty much done with all of your 8 modules and intro. So it would just be primarily your final piece of a couple of things that I'm asking for. So in this last discussion, I'd like for you all to see the bullet points of items. And I know I had sent you one earlier, but this one will be a lot shortened just because of the nature of things. I think you got points for the other ones. So what I'm saying is that list has been shortened because you kind of already answered some of those questions already in your other submissions. So go ahead and look at that list of things you need to do, post it, and then the second thing will be to provide peer review. So this week's discussion will be twofold. One, for you to submit your final information to me, as well as be able to peer review someone else's work. I still like for you to go through everyone's courses just to see what everyone did as a gallery. It's very exciting, and I've been privileged to be able to see everything. But so that you can be able to see everything, as well as find one person, not that you have to provide feedback for everyone, but at least one person that you can provide feedback to. And it should be good feedback, substantial feedback. You know, we get so into what we're doing that we may not see our courses from a new person's perspective. So I also have a lens that I will give someone feedback for, but you being a new user can provide something that neither I nor the person building can maybe see. So please be constructive, please be respectful. I'm not too worried about that, but I am more worried about this course looks great. Maybe you just want to add a period here. You know, you might want to add a little bit more substance to that. and you'll see some that will be hard to find any kind of feedback for. And I'm not necessarily asking you to dig around either. But if you do see anything, please feel free to share versus being like, oh, I'm afraid that I'll offend them or something like that. There's definitely a professional, caring way to provide feedback. Okay, so that is pretty much all that I wanted to share with you. One, I wanted to go over that there's a professional development aspect of this week, as well as your final course and providing feedback to someone else. And most importantly and finally, thank you all so much for sticking with this course despite of everything that's been upheaved in your own personal lives, and to stay the course, to get the work done, to be professional, to be caring. And many of you are graduating, and I know they might be postponing those graduations, and I know we talked about it ourselves. I'll probably like to send something to encourage you all, but I know you probably at this point just want to be done. So continue on. If you have any questions, let me know, and thank you all so much for this semester. Take care. Bye-bye.